Hello everybody, Zelfie here, and today I'm back with my week 5 of the TCL. It's technically week 6, we're moving on to week 7 right now, but I was a little bit behind. Main reason was I just started work recently, and I wanted to do some other uploads first, so I kind of procrastinated on this, but I really do need to get this uploaded. It'd be a shame to the person that I thought if I didn't upload this. Anyways, I'm going against Danny. He's one of the nicest people in the community that I've met so far. He's just a super cool dude. Yeah, super happy. He's always pushing other people. He's great. And he has quite the scary lineup. Now, this week was a bit weird for me in terms of team building. Just because, not to his fault, but I kind of lost track of like all the mods that were happening. I believe we had to play a bit late, and there were just a lot of swaps going on, so I had a hard time to keep track of his team. But his team that you see right there, that's under Los Angeles New Kings, that is his team for the week. And he has Gaptos, Lele, Suicune, I can't remember these names right now. Latias, Incineroar, Regieleki, Kingdra, Pelipper, Anita Queen, Tangrowth, and Frostlass. Actually, may have not had Tangrowth this week. Huh. No, I think he did. But anyways, and my team is the same one as Bud. Just replace Chrono with Keldeo, because I still had Keldeo at the time of this match. But anyways, yeah. Look at his team. I thought it was kind of disjointed. I thought he had a lot of focus on Rain. Like, he picked up the Rain Core from somebody else, and he also picked up a Lecky as well. I'm like, damn, that's some heavy commitment to Rain, especially when you already got, like, Suicune, who's, like, another Watermon, and, you know, interferes with, like, the whole Rain plan, I think. I was, like, a bit... I don't want to say his team was bad, but I was, like, I was a bit thrown off, because I felt like it lacked some balance, similar to the team last week, where I was like, okay, he either brings Sun, or he only has 6 mods that he can bring. I kind of felt the same way here. So, with that out of the way, I was like, yeah, I'll prep for Rain, but I also need to prep for other things, and so that is where this team comes in. Let me see. That's probably fine. Anyways, I brought Melmetal, mostly because I thought the Assault Vest would be really good at checking, like, Latias, Lecky, the Rain side of his team, if he wanted to bring that. I just thought it'd be an overall good pick. I bring Melmetal every week. Same with Trumper. I brought Trumper in order to switch into Gapdos, to switch into Instant, to check a Lecky as well. Could possibly check Nita Queen as well. So I thought it was a really good mod to bring, and I was running this set right here. Roar was so Suicune couldn't, like, set up on me, which is something I was afraid of, because I'm like, okay, he's brought Suicune a lot, so, and Suicune's definitely, like, a super scary mod, so I just didn't want to lose to it. Next up, we got Blissey. Blissey's also kind of checked out for Suicune. We got Calm Mind Hyper Voice. This is something where I was like, okay, Chopper can help to remove a lot of the physical threats that could actually threaten Calm Mind Blissey. And all of a sudden, the Frostlass, which I'm not even sure if he was going to bring into, I have an anti-lead for it. I was like, okay, I think that Chansey has a chance, or not Chansey, Blissey has a chance here. And Calm Mind plus Hyper Voice would allow me to at least contest with Suicune. Hyper Voice will go past Sub, and Calm Mind would allow me to keep pace with its special attack boost. So, yeah, it was like, okay, Blissey, probably a good choice. I also brought Teleport, because if you did Burn Raid, once again, it's a good pivot. It allows me to swap in and out between these moves. Or, like, if you want to go for, like, Hydro Pump, maybe I can take it and teleport out, you know, whatever. Xurkitree also brought as a backup sweeper as well. In fact, half my team is backup sweepers. I thought the Xurkitree set was really cool. It's something I've been wanting to bring for a while, but I just haven't found a good week to bring it. And I thought this was a good week to bring it. If we remove, like, the Nino Queen, for example, and possibly the Kingdra, which could outspeed me if it was timid, I thought that Xurkitree would have a great chance against this team, with Thunderbolt and Dazzling Gleam handling just about everything besides, like, maybe Tangrowth or, once again, the Nino Queen. So... yeah, I thought that's the wrong time. I thought it would work well. Hypnosis could allow me to put the Neo Queen to sleep if need be, and Blunder Policy could also give me the speed boost to outspeed all of his team, and maybe catch him off guard. And I also brought Volcarona. I went with Quiver Dance and Roost, more of a bulky set. with Bug Buzz and Hurricane, once again, for rain. I also brought the Passion Berry, just in case. Now, the Passion Berry was like, I could step on Suicune, maybe on, like, last turn of rain, as a Hail Mary or something. I thought it would work well, especially since I didn't think my opponent was going to get a Brox against me. Like, Nidoqueen is his sole rocker, right? Yeah, I just didn't think that Stealth Rocks were going to be a huge issue for me. If they were, well, I'd get some damage on the Nidoqueen, hopefully, and then I'd leave it for Zergatry, so I thought the Passion was a fine choice. And I brought Aerodactyl. Once again, I just wanted an anti-lead for Frostlass. I usually bring this in weeks like this. I thought it had okay coverage against a lot of his mons. It could help to Revenge Kill Lele, get some damage elsewhere, and just an overall fine mon. With that out of the way, let's move on to the match. Now, he didn't bring Rain, which I'm sorry, he didn't have Tangrowth, he had Vikavolt. I think that was the mod that was missing from what I copy and pasted. So, yeah, he has all this stuff here. And, yeah, I'm like, okay, he didn't bring Rain, which sucks because I was heavily prepared for Rain. I usually am heavily prepared for the opponent's, like, gimmick side of their team, so, fair call. And, yeah, I look at his team, and it's pretty scary, in my opinion. Like, I'm a bit afraid of the Nidoqueen, because it means I'm just not going to be able to sweep the Zergatry as easily. But I'm like, okay, I still think I have a fair chance with a lot of my mons. I have to work a bit harder than I thought I would, but that's fair. So we are going to go ahead and set the match. He leads with this thing, and this thing's really, really bulky. Like, I do go for Rock Blast, it does, like, barely anything. He goes for Discharge here, breaks with a Sash. I'm like, oh, okay. I go for Rock Blast again because I think it'll kill, and I don't want to risk the Stone Edge miss, but it doesn't. He goes for Roost, and this is just like a weird situation, and then he goes for another Roost right here, and I go for Stone Edge again. Like, I honestly have no clue what was going on in these first 5 turns. These first 5 turns were absolutely horrendous on both sides. Like, I can't lie. Like, this is just bad. Anyways, I win the trade there, but he reveals that he was Scarfed because I did actually outspeed EV to outspeed his mons this time. So I learned that he's Scarfed. Cool. Good knowledge to know. I go into this because I'm like, okay, that can't threaten me here, and honestly, I'm not feeling too threatened by most things on this team. So I go for a QD here, and because I'm the greediest mofo on the planet, I go for another QD, so I can outspeed it. He goes for Light Screen, I'm like, okay, whatever. He goes for Body Slam, and honestly, this next turn is really bad for me, and in hindsight, I should have maybe realized this. But, you know, I think of Regieleki, I'm like, okay, there's only 2 sets I can run. I can run, like, all-out attacks, or I can run screens. I would have never in my life expected Wild Charge, and this is why I hate this goddamn mod. This mod's such a fucking bastard. This thing is the bane of my existence. I hate this mod so much. Anyways, yeah, it kills me. Once again, I did greed this out, like, intentionally, because I'm one of the greediest players on the planet. If I could get +6, goddamn it, I'm gonna get +6. I could have read that maybe he was physical off the Body Slam, but I just, like, wasn't thinking. I go for Draco here because, my god, what Vladios comes out now? I gotta go for the obvious Earthquake. Just whatever. He goes for Body Slam, takes damage, and now, like, the Vladios switch is free because my Draco's weakened. He goes Incineroar, though, and tries to bulk up on me, and I'm just like, I'm gonna roar you out. I'm not dealing with any of this. He goes for Nidoqueen here. Or he gets sent out Nidoqueen here. I'm like, okay, my Blissey can actually do something here. Maybe I can even set up here. But he has Toxic. And this is also, like, another, like, nail in the coffin for me. The first nail in the coffin was physical Regieleki, which bodied my Volcarona. I'm like, damn, well, I can't start on that. And this was the second nail in the coffin. I'm just like, well, I can't really do much here. I mean, I have to get some really bad trades out of him. And I even, like, lose my, my AV from that, and I get a Choice Scarf instead, which I'm not speeding anything besides maybe Incineroar, and the AV would have helped a lot with the care of Nidoqueen. Come back to Blissey, it's like, well, gotta try to do something again. I know that something's coming out. I go for Hypnosis just so I can sleep whoever comes in, but unfortunately, it doesn't really work out as well as I thought it would. And I, like, Calm Mind because I'm like, okay, I got the speed now, and I got the special attack now, so I need this Hypnosis to hit, and this is just unfortunate. Like, at this point, like, I got hit by the Toxic, I got hit by the physical Regieleki, like, nothing's going my way in this match. I'm just getting completely and utterly tossed, and I think that's GG. There's no way to come back from this. Even as a Shucka, like, everything that Danny brought besides the Vigavolt, because the Vigavolt, I still don't know what the hell that was. Like, everything that Dave brought, like, completely demolished me. If I was a textbook, he would have read through me in an hour. Like, oh my god, he just played, like, so absurd, and he definitely deserved this win. I got Melmetal here, there's, like, nothing I can do, because, well, I got my Assault Vest right away. So, what exactly happened? Physical Regieleki body my Volcarona, which I tried to set up on because I was like, okay, all Regielekis are special, like, just in the back of my head. Learned my lesson there. Nidoqueen was Shucka and Toxic, so it was able to handle 2 of my mons. Latios tricked my Metal's Assault Vest way. Granted, I knew about this one, I could have maybe predicted the trick, I just didn't. So, yeah, like, GG's to Danny. Like, I just got completely and utterly outplayed here. And like I said, it'd be a disservice if I didn't talk about it on my end. But yeah, do I forfeit? Nah, I just let him kill me. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip ahead, yeah. GG's. And that's the end of my undefeated streak. Which sucks, because that would have been a cool thing to have, you know, pop right into the league and be undefeated. That would have been hella cool. But, you know, we take those losses. But even though that we took that loss, I'm still in a pretty good position. Like, prior to this, I was 4-0, now I'm 4-1. And we'll have to see about the next 2 weeks. But, like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to playoffs regardless. Anyways, check out Danny's channel. He has a cool channel. He does a lot of show lives. He's very enthusiastic about it. And he's always, he's very motivational too. So, make sure you give him a look in the description. And yeah, I don't have too much else to say. So, I guess I'll just see you guys later. Peace.